What do I say? Welcome to the Toke Trans podcast, where we talk life, love, and getting high. Grab a J and join us. Hey, welcome to the Toke Trans podcast, everybody. It's your boys, Aaron and Bo.
Both of us here at the ready to talk, to hang out, to chill, to do the usual talking and catching up with you about the topics that are really just on our hearts at this point. The ones we talk about, the ones that we're currently experiencing. So, Bo, let's start. What's been up with you lately, dude? Like, tell me.
Oh, not a lot. Well, kind of a lot. So I have a concert to go to this week, or not this week.
Oh my gosh, you just went to a concert.
I know. Summertime. It is popping in Philly.
Oh, I'm jelly. I gotta go.
So it's what, the 22nd? Yeah, the 22nd. I'm going to a Yami online concert.
Ooh.
So fucking stoked.
Oh.
Tim's going too. This weekend though, we're barbecuing.
Yes.
And we're gonna make some homemade edibles. Some nice. We're gonna try making candy.
I was gonna say, what kind of edibles? I knew it wasn't gonna be no basic brownie bitches up in here.
We're gonna make banana flavored lollipops.
Oh my god, Bo.
Yeah.
I need one of those.
We've never made candy before, but my aunt makes candy. And when we went over to visit my aunt to surprise my mom didn't know that we were gonna be there. And then we showed up. She was like, ah! It was great. But so my aunt makes edibles, and she has this whole cookbook. Like, she handed us the cookbook, and she has pages folded out, and everything is so cute.
Love it.
And she gave us a whole bag of banana flavored hard candy, and it was just so yummy. So
banana.
We're gonna try to do that. Also, I learned something startling. Well, it's startling to me. Are you a fan of Sunny Delight, like the drink?
Not since I was a kid, no.
Yeah, me either. I never drank it because it made my teeth feel weird.
I always felt like it was like super fucking strong orange juice.
Yeah, it felt like you're drinking concentrate or something like.
Yeah.
And it made my teeth feel weird. It like stripped the enamel off my teeth or something. It like made them feel squeaky, and it burned my throat. I didn't like it. But anyway, I found out yesterday. First of all, the second ingredient in it is high fructose corn syrup. But
yikes.
Also, one of the ingredients is in it, and you're never gonna guess this because why would anybody want to know? A fucking drink? There's canola oil in it.
Canola oil.
Why is there canola oil in Sunny Delight? What?
Like cooking canola oil?
Yes.
What? That is interesting.
Oil. It's in Sunny D. Read the ingredients list.
But yeah, I know, but like, why?
I don't know. I have no fucking idea.
That is super fucking weird.
It's only 5% juice, and the juice that it is, it's not even orange juice. It's like tangerine juice, apple juice, grapefruit juice.
Not even close to what you think.
Concentrates of them. Yeah, so it's like, what the fuck even is Sunny D? It's fucking crazy. I don't know. I just know a lot of stoners that drink Sunny D, and it's just like, when I found that out, my jaw was on the floor.
Oh, I'm sure somebody is sitting here like chilling with their Sunny D, and they're gonna be like, "Oh my god, what?" and run find their jar for sure. Their container.
The thought of chugging like oil, like I'm thirsty. Here's a glass of canola oil, and just drinking it, like, makes me feel sick. Like, I'm sure it's not. I'm sure it's like not that. It's not majority canola oil, but
you're just still your mind's still blown. That's even.
It seems like an unnecessary ingredient in a juice,
dude. The latest breaking news at Bo's. Breaking news. This just in. Exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. Oh my god.
Well, that sounds like a day.
Yeah. So I mean, I'm glad I didn't drink Sunny D.
I'm glad you don't still drink it. Is what you're saying,
right? Yeah. It makes my teeth feel weird.
Shit, man.
Leave a comment below if Sunny D makes your teeth feel weird.
Yeah, if you have an opinion, please let me know. That's gonna be cute. I'm curious to see about that one.
What's up with you, Aaron? What's going on?
My day was wild. So I made the big boy decision of going to get my preventative care
Oh, that kind of preventative care.
of a pap smear. And
Holy shit, dude.
the worst words ever to even have to say out loud. Like, they taste disgusting as I'm saying them out loud here. I
just want to say for a sec. I want to hear all about it. But when you texted me to say what you were doing today,
yeah,
I was
from the
I don't know
lobby.
why I'm like this. I forget that you and Jamie are both trans all the time, even though that's like the majority of what we talk about. and how we exist. Well, it's just weird because you were like pap smear, and I was like, what? Kayla's no. What?
It took you a couple seconds.
Like, oh!
Even when we're both trans men, this happens. So
oh my god, I'm like,
for real.
That's right. He's got to get one of those.
yeah.
So is this your first one since?
No, I had one when I was 18, and then I had one 3 years ago, and apparently, last time they did it, they put in my information and ran it for labs or whatever, like they usually do. But when they went to run it for labs, they saw that I was male. Mind you, I live in small town Tennessee. They saw it was male and saw it was a pap smear and canceled the order and disregarded the sample and said basically this was a screw up. There's no way this was performed. And then so when I came in, they straight up were like, "I'm sorry, we're gonna have to do." One of I still didn't they were trying to compare something to where it was before, and they were like, "We don't even have a file." So I was like, "Okay, that's really funny, but okay."
Fuck.
Yeah. So, but I still waited my 3 years, and now is the time that I had procrastinated it for. I didn't even realize it was today until last night is when I got the text about it and was like, "Oh shit!"
Oh my god.
So I was like, "Here we go. Let me rearrange my day and to go do this." And the only reason that I make myself go and do it is because I told myself when I started testosterone that I would do everything I can to elongate my life in case taking testosterone were to make a difference, because I was scared that it was scientifically not ready.
Yeah.
So I told myself that I would do everything in my power for preventative care, which you should do regardless of anything like this.
Absolutely.
But for me, I had to make myself and future Lila, my daughter that I didn't know was her at the time, that I was going to do that. So I was like, fuck, I can't reschedule. I'm just going to go. Whatever. Honestly, doing this content and doing Facebook, Instagram, social media, TikTok, it makes me do the things that I'm supposed to do, because to be a better example, even though if I didn't do those things, I wouldn't be as motivated. I'm just being, this is the 100 about it, So I was like, I have to. So I'm on my way, I'm driving. Kayla had a meeting, so she couldn't come with me. So I was like, rocking it solo, listen to my Bob Marley on my way there, because I'm in the middle of watching the new Bob Marley movie and it's fire. So I'm up here on this freaking hill, and then this car tries to run me into the side of this rail, and I was so freaking scared. So I really braced myself, and I got really freaking scared and got out of the situation and stuff. But I had to put my hand on my chest, really recenter myself, which I was already trying to do before this dude pulled over on me. So I was
God.
trying to recenter again, and then trying to just really keep it under control. And then I got there and I texted you from the lobby because I was trying to keep my cool. And then
I'm about to go to Tennessee and fight every driver.
Every driver, man.
Every one of them.
Drive like somebody. Some people's children, man. For real. No, I'm telling you. And then I got there, and it was not great. It was just not great. It's I'm going, like, right now I'm having trouble even finding like primary care that I like feel comfortable with, that like knows what the
Yeah.
fuck they're talking about at all. And like I said, in here where I live, there's like not very many people that. So like I go to one through like a college, and so I'm like, maybe that'll be like the closest to the new information, which
Mhm.
I'm after talking to some people, I'm have to reevaluate my, for my stuff. I've heard there's more online, but anyways, see,
Yeah.
I had to go in to get this done. It was so painful. Like, it's so hard. It's so hard to even get yourself to go to these things. I'm like, even as
Tell
like
me about it, dude.
cis
I've
women
not
are
had
like
a single
cis
one.
women, yeah, yeah. Like, cis women are like, oh, this is terrible. I'm sorry, this is uncomfortable, and I'm like, imagine like 1,200 million times, like in a different way, like that I can't explain to you. Like,
Yeah.
oh, it was just terrible. It was terrible. I
Yeah.
didn't.
It's also the discomfort that any cis woman would feel about it, like, because it's not comfortable, and
Mm-hmm.
then the addition on top of, like, you're a man having a woman's procedure and being perceived that way,
Yeah,
like,
yeah. And
having
then my
a
own body
woman's procedure,
dysphoria,
Yeah.
and then my own body's dysphoria and my own body's like prior
Right.
problems and stuff. I was like, this is just a lot. And last time I had this lady, she's about to graduate and leave now, so this was my last appointment with her, because now that I'm doing it through this way.
Damn.
But she was like, let me make sure and get this one, so that way your second one is the same as me, like, so you don't have to see a new person to do it. And I'm like, no, I'm like, my brain is just like sizzling even thinking about that. So I was like, yeah, definitely, I'd rather do this with you now that I actually know you for a couple of years or whatever. So it was really painful, and I think that if you're not somebody who enjoys or like engages in penetrative sex, then it's even more difficult and painful and like uncomfortable. And I think that like maybe the whole idea of, or like the way they execute then this process needs to be less painful. Less painful for people who don't. You know what I'm saying? Like, because it was just not it. It was not it.
Well,
This is. I don't remember it being this painful, but like last time either. So I don't know.
yeah.
I would. Yeah. And like literally as soon as she was done, she was like, okay, like I'm gonna I'm go out here, blah blah blah. You can get dressed and everything. And I just sat there. I just cried for a second. I just had to just like cry it out, because I was like,
Oh, bro.
it's too freaking much. Like, it hurt. It's not my, it's triggering. It's just not it. So I had to like regather myself. And then she was like, oh, I'm going to have to get my attending in to sign off on this. And usually those are the guys. And so I was like, okay, now they're going to come in, and I'm just bawling, like trying to get myself together here. So but I did, and finished it, and got out, and, hopefully they'll do the cells right or whatever. But man, I just feel like this whole process is just so frustrating. And like, I want to come on here, this is like total transparency, right? Like, I want to come on here and be like, it was okay, it was off, like I didn't like it, it was not it wasn't great, but I endured, and you guys can endure. And like, I believe those things still, but it also hurt, and it also hurt my feelings. So yeah, so I don't know. I just wanted to like open up the conversation about that, and like, because I feel like I don't see like people put it off. Like you had said, you had never had one, right?
I still haven't had one. Yeah, I'm gonna be
Like
32
ever,
this
or
year.
since you were like, oh, bro,
Ever,
33, bro.
ever.
Oh my
Yeah,
gosh.
yeah, dude.
Oh,
I know I'm fucked
you
up,
were
but I
no, no. It's, you have to psych yourself up for it. You have to like. I mean, it's
you know what
scary
you
no
know
matter what.
the
It's like,
worst part is? I have no excuse, because
you have
the
affirming,
place that
please.
I go to, the Mazzoni Center, which is, I mean, shout out to the fucking Mazzoni Center. It's a trans
Shout
care
out to
clinic,
them. Yes.
and that's also where the Trans Wellness Conference is held
Oh my
every year.
gosh.
The Philly
Yeah.
Trans Wellness Conference.
Oh my gosh.
That's where I
That's
go.
great news for you though.
They do, when you do a pap smear, they let you do it yourself.
Stop.
they give you like a really long Q-tip. There's no speculum. You just insert it yourself, and like they give you a guide. There's like a diagram or whatever. You go into the bathroom, you put one leg up on the toilet, and then it tells you like how to do it and like spin it and then put it in the thing, snap the thing off, and then you leave it in the cupboard there. And then they retrieve it from the cupboard, so nobody's even like looking at you when they pick up your
Oh
sample. Like, so they're
my.
not, Yeah, so I really just don't have any excuse. And every time I go there, they're like, notice you haven't had a pap smear. You want to do that? You can do it yourself. And I'm like, no.
Oh my God. Oh
Like,
my
no,
word.
thank you.
Wow. Okay.
I know. I'm
Screw
the worst.
what
I'm the worst.
I'm gonna start driving to Philly for all of my things. I don't even care. Like, this is ridiculous. What the hell?
I mean, it's great.
I
It's
want that
great.
option. Where is
It's
that nearest
awesome.
option to me? Who freaking knows? If it's
Yeah,
not
I
here,
don't
I'm
know.
supposed to make it, right? But I'm not a doctor, so what the fuck?
Yeah.
Ugh.
Well, I think because like they don't have to look at it. They just need the swab.
Yeah, they
And as
need the
long as
cells.
right. So like they communicate with, like, is anything, you notice anything different down there? Anything like any moles or any lumps or bumps or pains or smells or colors or anything like that? And if you say no, then they're like, okay, yeah, just do the swab. I don't gotta
Wow.
look at nothing. So
Yeah.
it's a really good option. I love the Mazzoni Center. And when I lived in Delaware, I've been on hormones for 5 years. Like my medical transition, my
Yeah.
medical
Transition. Yeah.
transition.
There you go. You had the first one already.
Medical transition
Mm-hmm.
started at the Mazzoni Center because I also didn't have health insurance, and the Mazzoni Center offers a Mazzoni discount for those who don't have health insurance.
Oh my gosh, that is so dope. This place
On
sounds so dope.
prescriptions too, if you pick up prescriptions there.
Yeah.
Well,
Wow.
I don't know if you get it because there's a Walgreens attached to the Mazzoni Center.
Right.
I don't know if the discount applies only if you get it prescribed from the Mazzoni Center.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if you could get it prescribed elsewhere and then pick it up there and then still get the discount.
But
I don't know.
they make all those resources for trans people that
Yeah.
like specifically in mind. I'm like, that's really fucking cool.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
really great. When they call you back, they're supposed to use your last name, though sometimes I feel
Yeah.
like I've gotten a new person and they don't
Yeah.
really know.
Yeah.
But
yeah,
you know.
I mean, there was 2 layers to the. I can't call it that. I don't know what to call it. The procedure. There was 2 stages to this procedure. They had to like use the speculum, right, and then open it, and then go in with the longest Q-tip with like this little baby rake looking thing at the bottom. I mean, I'm just trying to. It's tiny, but like I'm just being honest. And then after that, she had to like feel on my stomach, like to feel if there was any like I don't even know if they're like hard spots or something,
or like polyps or like
Sure.
fibroids. I bet they're looking for fibroids.
Probably.
Like
I have no idea.
How Wynn had removed.
Yes, maybe that's what they were looking for. But she said that I was fine and I'm good to go and all this stuff. But that second time, she was like, "This is an optional. We don't have to do this if you don't want to. Like, this is just something that." And she started explaining it, and I was like, I had just got out of the first stage, and I was like, "It's fine, do it. We're here. Let's go." I didn't even like ask the rest of it. I was like, I realized that she was feeling for like lumps or whatever, and I was like, "That's enough. Just do it." And then she started to. And it hurt so bad. And so I pulled away from her, and she was like, no, we're not doing this. We don't have to do this. And I was like, no, we do have to do this. I was like, it's okay. I just need you to go slower. And then she went slower, and then it wasn't as terrible. But like, just so people know like what to experience. If you go in there, sometimes you may get something like BEAU situation, but you may get something that's not like BEAU situation. And it's more like a traditional... Yeah, more like a traditional experience for a cis woman. Yeah, it was Yeah, it was not it. And I would next time I'll probably will bring Kayla because like I think I brought her last time and
Uh-huh.
maybe that's why I did better. I don't know, but
Yeah.
I definitely would recommend if you are going into one of these bad boys. Here's what I do. Okay, this is my like routine.
Okay.
First
Lay
of
it on me.
all, First of all, make sure you know your appointment more than the day before so you can
Yeah.
prepare yourself mentally, okay? Make sure it's on the calendar, even though you want to like not put it on the calendar, be like, whoops, missed it, can't go. No, put it on the
Right.
calendar so you remember, and then you can get ready for it. So that's my first mistake. Second, make sure you feel good about yourself, okay? I had to bust on my new shirt that I hadn't worn yet because I was excited. It says Men of Quality Don't
Whoa.
Fear Equality. So I was like,
Yeah.
I got to go in feeling my best self, right? So I took a nice shower. I cleaned them all up. I made sure I got my beard going. I got my sweet baby Jesus. I knocked over my mic. I had to get my beard going. I had my brand new Nikes on. Like, you go in feeling your best self because you're going to need all your best mustered up self, right? So that would be my next tip.
Yes, sir.
The place
Yeah.
that I'm going is like 45 minutes away from me, so I have a long ass drive to get there. So I make sure to like if I, first of all, I would rather bring someone with you, right? So you can talk about if you're nervous, you can talk about what you're nervous about. They can like give you feedback. If you don't want to talk about it at all, you can just talk about something else. While you can just
Right.
rap at each other in the with the music, like do what you got to do. But like I would definitely recommend like your music. Everyone's got their jam to get them like feeling ready to go. Whether that's like psyching yourself up or whether that's like this time I chose sometimes like last time I'm pretty sure I chose Russ, which is like super like blah, 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 blah. And then this time I was like Bob Marley. I was like I'm in the zen, I'm in the zone. I was really trying to like
Yeah.
bring that energy with me into the room and into the lobby, even though these places are not very zen, relaxed music, nice lights, stuff like that. Like
Yeah.
so, bring it
Hmm.
with you into that situation.
Yeah.
Next, I'm just going through the day what I would have done differently. So we have plenty of
Did
things.
you did you smoke
Next,
a fat bowl before you left?
yes, I smoked the fattest of bowls that I could, and my proxy overheated, which usually tells me that I'm done. And so I knew that I was ready to rumble. Um, I would say communicate with your people that's doing the procedure. Tell them exactly what you're nervous about. You know, communicate. Make sure you communicate with them. Make sure you talk to them before
Yeah.
you just get undressed and wait for them. Like they asked me if they would just wanted her to come in or whatever. I was like, no, I want to talk to her first, even though I already knew my doctor. So like, make sure you're having plenty of communication, and tell them to be slow. You can tell them to tell you what they're gonna do before they do it,
Hmm.
and like be like very, you have to advocate for yourself, otherwise
Right.
like and they may be in a zone where they may go faster than usual. They may be having like today they said they had a Monday on a Thursday, so they were like super strung out and busy and stuff, and like it's not easy to speak up for yourself and be like this is what I need in any situation, especially when you're like in your own brain trying to like keep yourself in the room and not being like sorry gotta go. um
Yeah.
I would definitely recommend those things for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's I that communication vibe. I absolutely whenever even if I'm just going to Walgreens to get another vaccine, I
Hmm.
say to the person, I am terrified of shots because I know I'm freaking out. I'm like I know my brain like I can't control it. I
Yeah.
start having like anxiety symptoms and I need them to know so
Yeah.
that they can instruct me and keep themselves safe and me safe because like
And keep me.
I don't
Yeah.
know like
Work with
I
me.
could right
Yeah.
I could yelp or something and I don't want them to get shocked and
Right.
then this way they know to be like to use the tools in their arsenal much like they would a crying baby,
Yes.
like
Yes. No. I feel
they
that.
have to because every single time I do when I don't say it, they're just quiet and they're like, "All right, here you go." And then, they do it and I don't like that. But when I
Yeah.
tell them that I don't like that I have a problem with shots, then they're
Yeah.
like, "Oh, okay, how's your it's fine. I do this
They
all
know
the
what to
time.
do
How's your
sometimes.
day?" And
Yeah.
then they're like, it's fine. It's going to be a little cold here, blah, blah, blah. And
Yeah.
then they talk to me and then they're like, and
Yeah.
you're done. And they make it a big point to like distract me
Yes.
while they're doing the shot, and then telling
Dude.
me that I'm done as soon as they pull it out. And that's
Yes.
great. And so like they don't know to utilize those tools unless they tell you, like you said, you got to advocate for yourself, and it sucks, but I
You.
feel like if you have a lady, like
Yeah.
a lady gyno or doctor that's doing the procedure, I
Yeah.
feel like it's a lot more like not even like acceptable, because it's acceptable anytime, but more like comfortable, because like of
Yeah.
course she would understand, of all
Yeah.
people, why
She
I'm
knows
asking for these
what that
accommodations.
pain hurts like.
Right, yeah.
Yeah.
And I don't want to get into the topic of men in gynecology, because I feel like why? Out of all of the branches
I
of medicine?
Well, definitely. I could definitely see where you're going with that. I also remember you specifically telling me when you got your nipple grafts removed, right? Because you were really nervous about that, and you were going in and you were like, "Look, I need you to tell me exactly what you're gonna do way before you do it." As you do it, what I'm gonna feel, what you're gonna feel, and I remember you telling me that that's what you did when you got your bolsters removed after top surgery, and
Yes.
same thing for me. When I went in, I was like, okay, I remember Bo telling me to say that, and I said that, and I was thankful that I did, because it helped me a lot, and it really made it a lot slower and like an easier process especially because where I went, they were like not very talkative, like they were not very like social. There wasn't very much like positivity. It was just very like, we are robotic, like
right.
So I was glad I said that, because they wouldn't have talked to me if I wouldn't have said that to do that. So
because it's like these
that
are
was a big help.
brand new sensations, and like first of all, I'm scared it's going to hurt. So if it's going to hurt, I need you to tell me that it's going to hurt. And if it's not supposed to hurt, then I need to know, because if it hurts, then I need to tell you that it hurts.
Yeah.
If you start just taking shit off and I'm like, is this okay? Like,
yeah.
Is this normal? Do we need to be concerned? Or like, so it was, that's not something I can like skip.
Definitely.
I need to know what you're doing when you're doing it, and what it's going to feel like when you do it.
Yeah.
Like
that was so big, dude. I remember you saying that, and I'm
glad.
super thankful for that. I still am going to continue to use it. This time I forgot to use it, and I think that did not help very many things. I mean, maybe it would have been a little different. Maybe she thought going faster would make it easier for me. Just get it done. Boom, 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 boom. We're out. And that's not maybe that would have been easiest for me. So yeah. So there's definitely tools you need to bring in your belt to go to that, for sure.
Absolutely.
Yeah. But I am glad I went. Hopefully they'll be able to actually get my results to make sure everything's gravy. To be honest with you, that was this whole, like, I guess my biggest concern with transitioning at this point is like my reproductive organs. Like I'm the only thing I'm really scared of with my transition probably is like atrophy of my my uterus and things like that, and me like not knowing that it's affecting my body in a negative way because it's like I'm not using it, like there's no anything like that. So I think that's my biggest concern, and that's probably why I take them so like super seriously, because I'm so scared of that. I mean, even though hysterectomy is like maybe not the greatest, it's not nothing, but it's definitely not the biggest surgery that like compared to other major surgeries. So like I'm like
that you've already had.
Right. So I guess I'm worried about it affecting the longevity of my life, right? And that's why I promise that I'll do these things and like make myself go, but also because I'm kind of scared.
Yeah, no, and this is the kick in the pants that I needed, dude, because if you could go through all that, then I can put a Q-tip up my own vagina. Like,
bro, that's why when you said that, I was like, I cannot believe this is even an option.
Stop playing.
Why I was like, why?
Yeah. Right? Like, oh my god. Like, at 33, like, oh my god. Oh, I need to just do it.
Oh, dude, it
Oh, I don't
was
know why. I don't
not
even know why I
it.
have a problem with it. Like, it's, I don't, and
No.
like, out of the two of us, I don't have any bottom dysphoria. You know what I mean?
Oh, I forgot you
So
also
it's
don't have
just like,
bottom dysphoria.
right. I'm just like, whatever. It's
Yeah.
fine.
It,
What's wrong with me?
yeah.
What's wrong with me? Well,
There's
you know, and
nothing
then
wrong
when I
with you. There's nothing
I
wrong with you. There's
also
nothing wrong with me.
I also
Me,
haven't
not
had my
you.
levels checked in a goddamn dog's age.
Yeah.
Like, it's
Oh,
been a minute.
you need that, bro. You need that.
I do. I do. And you know, I also want to get screened. I'm afraid it doesn't run in my family or anything like that, but I get low blood sugar and stuff, and
Yeah.
you know, I've gained a lot of weight, ipso facto. I just want to get my insulin levels checked. Maybe hopefully I'm not pre-diabetic or anything like that. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
starting to
You.
be
Well,
more active and
It's good to be on your care like that, and to be like
yeah.
engaged in it. A lot of times, I find myself not wanting to go because I don't want to be engaged. I want to go do other things. I don't want to
Yeah.
be thinking about that stuff. But
Right.
yeah, but we freaking
And
have
I
to.
have what they call what I learned that they call it. It's like white coat syndrome or something. It's you know, every time they take my blood pressure at the doctor, they say it's really high. And they're
Yeah.
like, you know, you got to cut out red meat, you got to cut out, and I'm like, but I don't really eat red meat. Like, I don't eat these things that you're telling me to cut out
Yeah.
anymore. Like, because you told me to cut it out last time. And
Mhm.
I'm like, I eat less. I don't eat any of those things really
Yeah.
anymore.
Yeah.
And like
Yeah.
why is it so
Yeah.
high every time I go? I've never had a problem before. And so they think it's because I get freaked out at the doctors.
Yeah.
Even if it's just for something silly. I always get freaked out.
Yeah.
And so my blood pressure gets high because it doesn't seem I got a blood pressure machine at home and it doesn't seem high here.
Mhm.
So uh
Yeah. And well,
that's
we were probably nervous because you're afraid of being dead named to a bunch of people. Like,
well, but I'm not because I go to the Mazzoni Center.
oh my god. The moral of the story: move to the Mazzoni Center for me. That's what I'm getting from this. Bo's just trying to get me to go to.
I
Oh my!
am trying to
I
get
already
you to
told you
the
I'd visit you. I already told you. Oh gosh,
it's a really great
that is
place. Like,
dope.
I would drive 2 hours. When I lived in Delaware, I was coming here when I first started hormones because it was
Mhm.
the closest place and
Yeah.
also offered no insurance and also offered informed consent. And
Mm.
like if I did it in Delaware, I would have had to find an endocrinologist,
Right.
which I wouldn't have been able to find because they
Yeah.
wouldn't have. I didn't have insurance,
Yeah.
so it would have been like
So it would have been a mess.
it would have been a mess.
Yeah.
And the first day I went there, I was uninsured, mind you, so my asthma was just running wild.
Sure.
And so I went there for hormones. And then while I was there, I didn't know that they were also like doctors.
Yeah.
But I was like trans care clinic. I was like, okay, so I'm just getting hormones. Like that's what this place is for.
Mhm.
Um, but then she was like, you know, are you having any other problems? And I was like, well, you know, I have asthma and I didn't have insurance, so I don't have anything. She left real quick, came back with an armful of inhaler samples for free, just gave them to me.
Oh my gosh, how sweet.
I know. And then I was able to get like a prescription there because I had a job and I could afford the prescriptions with the Mazzoni discount. So,
Yeah.
and they
Wow.
could mail it to me. They would mail it to me in Delaware.
That's awesome.
With
So
the
there's
Mazzoni,
probably places like this across the United States that are in the more like concentrated areas, right? So like the more bigger cities, I would say,
yeah, I can
that
only
would have
imagine.
more options, you know. So that's
Yeah, I don't
probably
know what they are though, but
I mean,
maybe the Mazzoni's better.
like for me, I'm gonna Google within within the 2 hours from me to see, you know, where the biggest city would be that I would have the next best chance, you know.
Yeah.
So maybe that's if you're listening to this and you're like, I wish I had a Mazzoni, maybe check that. And then my next thing that I would suggest And something that I'm going to start looking into is doing it online with, like, I know, like, this is totally not sponsored, but like things like Plume, I think Folks
Oh
also does
yeah,
it,
folks.
FOLX.
Yeah.
Yeah, and so there's starting to be new businesses that are coming online and providing this trans healthcare through like actual, like if they run it through your insurance and all these types of things. I've seen. I mean, that's probably one of the things I'm going to start looking into next, because I really just don't feel like I'm getting care here. I feel like
Yeah.
I'm teaching them in more of
Mhm.
like a lesson for
Yeah.
future doctors, which is fantastic, but not what I'm really signing up for, not what I was really needing,
Yeah. Right.
Um, I've done surveys and stuff through the local like university, like for like to come down and answer a bunch of questions and stuff. But like I want to be able to ask someone questions and have them be answered and know that they, one, aren't guessing, and two, are like, this is their jam. They see these people, they know these people a
Hmm.
lot. So I know
Right.
there's a lot more telehealth options available, so that I'm
Yeah.
hopefully
Yeah.
looking
Yeah.
into,
Well,
but
that's what.
it's just tricky.
That's that was another thing I wanted to bring up earlier, but stoned.
It's
um,
done. Same.
because my blood pressure is always high, I wanted to switch to the pill,
Mm,
the
same.
testosterone pill,
Yes.
but she was like, "Well, your blood pressure's already looking kind of high, and the T pill is known to raise blood pressure, so probably not a good idea." So that's why we went with the gel. But
Okay.
like, I'm glad she said something, because like I feel like that's some like if I wanted to switch from a shot to a pill, I feel like any old doctor would just be like, okay,
Yeah. Sure. Instead of like
maybe
talking
not,
it out,
maybe they wouldn't, but
but you were
yeah,
thankful for it. Yeah.
I am, yeah, because that
Well,
was the
they.
first thing she looked at, and I mean, I really wish I could just take the pill. Ugh,
Oh my gosh.
ugh.
Yeah. They. I. So I before I was seeing these people at the university, I was seeing this one person that was referred to me. That was like not very, it was it's kind of sketchy, to be honest. Like, they
Yeah.
ran my insurance, and they had their own place and stuff, but it was, I don't know, it's kind of strange. So I switched from them to this new place, and they were like, yeah, your dosage is kind of high. So they wanted to run my labs a second time, so they ran my labs twice and stuff. And they said that this time, the last time, my testosterone was in like 900, but I think I took it on the wrong day. But then this time I know I took it on the right day, like did the labs on the right day, because you're supposed to do like either halfway, or like this time she told me to do exactly halfway.
Right.
And she said it was like, I think it's 690, my testosterone. And he said that that's high. I don't really know much about those things, but he said that's more than he was like, that's more than I would give a cis man if blah 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 blah. And I was like, what? So he was like, would you be comfortable lowering your dose? And I was like, I mean, I guess a little bit. Like, he was, because I already have like the transition effects that I want. Like, do I,
Mhm.
I don't want to, as long as I don't detransition, then if I don't need him super high, then I'm okay with that
Yeah.
too. And so I told him that, so I was like, right now I'm doing every 10 days, like, so maybe like every 2 weeks. And he's like, yeah, every 2 weeks would be perfect. So it kind of worked out for me, because 10 days is random as fuck and hard to keep up with. I've
Yeah.
experienced over the last year. We've been doing the best we can, but it's probably closer to around 2 weeks, except for the
Uh-huh.
last like couple times. So
Mhm.
I don't think it'll make a major difference, but I'm also not gonna feel comfortable lowering it more than that if they say anything again. But yeah, I definitely am still seeking out other options for my care, because I want, like I said, I want to be comfortable, and be able to. I understand that I may not be able to have all my questions answered, because there may not be enough medical research, or, like proof, facts, all those things that they're
Mhm.
still researching with trans people. Like, I know we're still in the beginning stages of that, but I still also want to feel like I'm not teaching somebody more than they know. Like, I'm feeling like I know more than they do about
Mhm.
even close to
Yeah.
it. So that's kind of where I'm at
Yeah.
with my like healthcare situation. But yeah, today
That's
was,
I
yeah.
feel like I mean, I'm not a doctor, but I feel like taking a dose every 2 weeks, like with a shot, that's like, why wouldn't you just lower your dose and have you do it once a week?
Yeah, they said that's just like another option. They brought
Oh,
that
okay.
up and said that was another option.
Well,
So
it's just because with a shot, you know that your hormone level spikes on shot day and then
right,
just goes down. So it's like
right. So you're
you're just
waiting
spending
longer.
3 more days just, you know,
Yeah,
on less hormones. And
yeah,
like you said, you're already where you're at, you know,
yeah,
and
yeah.
as long as you don't go backwards, I mean, probably not gel because of the baby, but um have you considered the pill?
No, I have not considered the pill. I've been scared that I would experience transition effects. That's just that's just what I'm scared of, and so that's why I'm like slowly exploring lowering my like levels
So
and stuff in other ways. But I don't know. I'm just too chicken shit, honestly, to risk
with
it.
things like gel and the pill, instead of spiking one day and then just spending 10 days just on less and less testosterone, it's consistent the whole time.
Right,
So you're not having this big spike and this low on the 10th day,
right.
because I'm sure that affects you. I know I get sleepy as fuck when I don't.
I'm actually I don't I'm probably because I'm not in very in tune with my body. I'm not like very good at that stuff. So
Yeah.
it probably does and I haven't noticed or just experienced it and I was just like that's just
Mhm.
how I'm feeling today and didn't really associate it likely.
Right.
But they also said something that was interesting when I was talking to my doctor because today was my last visit with her before she graduates. So I was like,
Mm,
before you go,
right.
she said that in medical school right now, like HRT in the use of this is just what she told me, but
Uh-huh.
HRT in the use of for the use of trans people is not a required medical um, training in like required medical course. It's considered like an elective that you're passionate about. Like the way she kept saying was passionate about. Passionate out.
Mhm.
So I was like, I know you're gonna be deciding who takes my next case. And I want to make sure like that there's someone who's queer friendly that's not gonna, make me feel weird or anything. And she was like, she's like, no, I had someone in mind for your case to pass you on to that's very passionate about the community, and I knew that would take good care of you. I don't really know too many second years that are passionate about it. You know what I mean? Like, so that's kind of how she was like guiding me
Yeah.
carefully, which I really appreciated and respected.
Mhm.
Because in this place is not as affirming, and like I would rather people just tell me where the zones are, you know what I mean, at least so I know where I am if I'm turning around, so
Right.
yeah, so I definitely it's definitely something that I thought was interesting that's not required to learn about. But then again,
Mhm.
they have so many. Literally, this is what they told me. They have so many trans patients looking for HRT that they have more patients than they have doctors interested in learning those things. So they're like choosing other. They're like, no, I don't want to. Because you can choose you know your
Yeah.
your cases when you're in college, I guess, and so that's kind of
Right.
like where I was at. So, but yeah, I thought that was interesting that it wasn't required, and I'm sure that's something that will be changed as time goes on and as queer people continue to push for equality across the board, just to be treated like normal fucking people and be learned about like normal
Yeah.
fucking people. So hopefully it'll get better slowly but surely in that aspect for sure. Hopefully that's just here in Tennessee or some shit, but maybe it's only
I
this
could say.
university. I don't know, but I definitely wanted to come on and make sure to encourage that we can freaking do this crap, this preventative crap that we have to do. And I
Well,
say
dude,
crap
maybe
because it's not
I was
always fun.
saying maybe you should consider the pill or something, because I mean, your blood pressure's probably fine.
Yeah.
And
Well, I just meant more like
um
the procedure.
no, I know. I know. I just you said you were afraid of detransitioning or anything, but I switched from the shot to gel, and I'm like my beard is still growing, and
Nice.
like I'm noticing a lot of new growth,
Yeah. Well, that's good.
especially, and like I'm not like nothing's come back. I've
Yeah.
missed my gel for like over a week before, and still nothing. Like everything's fine. That's the
Yeah.
reason why I want to get on the pill, because sometimes I just forget to do the gel.
Yeah.
Or
Yeah.
like I do it
I
too
would
late,
love
and
to
then
know
the
your
shower's
freaking
not dry.
levels, bro. I would love to
I know I
freaking
need
know
to know
your.
my levels.
When's the last time you got him done? Last time you went to the doctor?
A long time.
Here we are, everyone. Like
Like 3
usual.
years ago.
Oh, Bo. Well, here we are. We're trying our best. I'm here to tell you we can do it. Bo's here to tell you we can do it. Right, Bo?
I'm gonna schedule the appointment this week.
Oh my God, how exciting. And I hope this encourages you listeners to schedule your appointments. And I'm freaking sorry that we have to do this crap. But
Yeah. And I also wanna okay, before we go,
yeah,
um
yeah.
there's an Instagram account that I follow, Madison Dance Life,
Mm,
and they're a dance studio in Madison, Wisconsin, and I follow them because there's a fat belly dancer instructor. Their name is Ariel, and
ooh.
I call them Ari, and we're just kind of like Instagram friends.
Mhm.
And she's bi gender, so she uses pronouns like interchangeably,
Okay.
and she's just really fun and very like body positive and also trans positive, and she's like sassy
Yes.
and
We
just
love that.
like really fun. And last time I shared an Instagram account of the guy that shares positive news, and I just
Yes.
wanted to share this Instagram account because it brings me a lot of joy. And also he posted an Instagram reel recently where he was dancing, and in one part he's looking over his shoulder and he smiles, and every time he does that in his dances I comment and I say how much I love it, because it's just really cute the way that they look over their shoulder and smile. And
Yes.
so um they posted a reel recently, and when he did it, when he looked over his shoulder and smiled, he put a caption in it that said, "This one's for you, Bo." and and then
Aww.
and then when I shared that to my story, she shared it to her story and then gave our podcast a shout out. So
Oh my gosh. That is so
I just,
sweet.
I know. So I don't know if he got all the way to the end of this episode, but if he did, hi, I love you.
Oh my gosh, how cool. I freaking love that.
Yeah,
I love to see
I thought
that.
that was really sweet. So check them out. Their Instagram is Madison Dance Life, and
Love
the belly dancing is like incredible, immaculate.
Love that. Make sure you're following people on your feed that spark joy. Make sure there's some
Yes.
happiness in there, flowing through there in positive ways. Yeah, we love you. And I suppose we will just
See
see you
you
in the
in the
next
next one.
one. Bye.